Hello, I'm Rani, and welcome to our next episode of Women in Property podcast. And today we have Sharon.
Hello, hi Rani. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you're welcome. So glad you can make it.
Thank you.
So, I want to find out about your journey into the property. I know it's not been long, but I still think the journey is fresh, and you've done like so much already in this short time you've been.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so just a bit about my journey. It all really started through my dad. He was an old school buy-to-let landlord, and just some of his experiences taught me that I definitely need to get into community. He actually was how I got into property was through the Samuel Lees Academy, well, Samuel Lees community. I went on a training day with my father, and then never went to further training. So what I've learned so far in my property journey, it's so important to invest in education.
Hugely.
Yeah. And more than that, don't do things on your own. You can't, you'll get nowhere. And I will admit before, joining the academy and also not just the academy, but really networking and meeting other people in women as well in property, I tried to do it on my own and I really got nowhere. And since, putting myself out there and reaching out to people, genuinely learnt so much.
It's such a help when you ask and reach out. Otherwise, you're just stuck in that rut and you don't go out of your space.
100%. And, like even meeting you, and I was able to see the amazing property that you've got with your husband, Preet Raj, and just doing incredible things. And how are you going to do things if you are either the only person in the room that knows what you're talking about? Because have you ever tried speaking to property to people that are not interested in? They look at you like you're crazy.
They have to tell you as well, do not talk to me about the topic because I just, and it's like, okay. And they're like, well, actually, or some people will say, I've only got this much scope. I can't handle more than that. It's like, okay. But it's either your language or it's not. Exactly. And if it's not, it's totally fine. It's like if someone talk to me about trading, I'll be like, oh, okay. I've been nodding my head like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, do you know what?
What's going on? But some people love it.
I love that too.
Yeah.
I really do. The cash flow soon to come, but I will be back to trading, hopefully, God willing. Yeah.
And then you have to teach others because
Yeah.
those that want to learn but don't know where to go, it'd be great to know.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I mean, hopefully, then maybe that will be something I can share.
Yeah,
You're teaching me property. Might be able to share that with you.
We've all got something to share.
Absolutely. And that's what I found. I don't know if you saw through the WhatsApp group, I had a topic and it was really, trying to find the information. I've reached out to the network and incredible answers from people that have experience of over 20 years to people that started like me in December, and everyone had something to share.
Yep.
So that was really good.
It is good with the WhatsApp groups, aren't they?
Yeah.
Anyone can ask anything and you'll get some response. And if not, go to mentors.
Absolutely. Well, the thing is, I had actually tried to go to a mentor, but what happened is, as you can imagine, mentors get booked quite quickly.
Really quickly.
And so I had an appointment the next day and with a director for an estates company. And I wasn't sure. I didn't want to, mess up, with saying anything incorrectly. And so I tried to book a mentor call. The mentor call was actually, the earliest was after the meeting. And so I reached out to my peers and fantastic responses. Mostly, I will say, you've got 2 years, one mouth. So that's a big thing that I'm learning. And the actual appointment, the meeting went amazing.
Yeah.
Because he actually understands what we're doing and one of the few estate agents that aren't trying to block us but work with us.
Yeah, you go to some agents and they're like, I don't know what you're talking about. And it's like, how do you not know what this is? Like company lets or rent to rents and like, no, we just don't do that.
Yeah.
We just do ASTs in that sense. Like, okay, but that's okay. But do you not want to know what actually is out there as well?
100%.
Other options? Some will say yes. Others will be like, not interested.
Really?
Yeah.
I've found that they do know what we do, but they're already doing it, so they don't want to do it with you. Right? That's what I've found. Especially when you go to the bigger ones, they definitely know what we're doing, but they're doing it and they don't want they don't want people or the ordinary person to get a chance to live in that world, in their
There's so
world.
much space out there for everyone to be sharing this load. That's why it's a beautiful community we've built, really.
100%.
And it's to share all our knowledge and be transparent. I think when you're being transparent, the other person will be as well.
100%. And that's why I feel like since joining I feel like I've found my tribe.
Yeah.
I found my tribe of people. In the sense of you're not gatekeeping. We're here to when you share and you're allowing others to learn and grow. And there's something about seeing people grow in their own journey and
Yeah.
also seeing what people have accomplished.
And actually seeing it in real life,
and
like
yeah,
coming
like,
to the apartments and seeing
yeah.
whether, okay, the pictures show one thing, but does it actually show what it is?
Well, like let's use your property for example. So I luckily through the academy I was able to get a joint venture partner.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Then yeah, so they came to Coventry. They're from London, and they needed somewhere to stay.
Yep.
So initially I'd looked at hotels, and near the, and the
We've got
Village
Ramada,
Hotel.
we've got Premier
Yes.
Inn, literally on the same street.
Exactly, Ramada right next door,
Yep.
right? But you know what? I didn't even think of Ramada because I just wanted yours. But the first one I thought of was the Village Hotel, which was fully booked, and the reason being it's so close to my where I live. But then, I thought, why not ask? And, I'm so lucky because you guys are normally 100% occupancy.
It's occupied. I was
Yeah.
surprised you even got a space, but people was like, we've got space. And I was like, okay, great.
Yeah, well, I think it was just the one because I could tell that there were a lot of other people that night. Because although I didn't stay, I wanted to just view it. And when I went in there, I was like, I can really see that you guys it didn't look like you spared no cost, but also very well thought out.
Yeah.
If I was, looking to stay somewhere, I would definitely stay there.
Simple.
Simple but well thought.
Yeah, so it wasn't too much.
No.
Because the space that's there, it's only one bedroom apartment, but it's got to look lavish at the same time.
It
was
was
in the city centre.
It was lavish and also very convenient.
Yeah,
like I don't know if anyone's ever gone to a hotel or somewhere and been very disappointed because you don't have enough space to put your towel. You're putting your towel on top of the toilet seat. It was just I really thought it was
More touches.
yes,
Yeah.
and they matter.
The details.
The details do
I
matter.
think they matter as well.
And tonight actually I've got the pleasure and I'm going to see Jag's property in Coventry.
Oh, excellent.
So I'm going for my first site visit. So exciting. Well, I'm technically because his is actually in construction, isn't it?
Yeah, so he's doing some construction to his property, and I think the beauty of going to site visits is you can actually ask personal questions like, so with this room, what do you think, or what would you apply? And he might just have a feature wall, or he might just say, actually, I'm going to keep it empty, or what do you guys think? Because it's a whole
Again,
like
you're
getting feedback,
sharing.
getting ideas.
Yeah.
Everyone's staging is different, and I don't think there's a right or wrong. I think it's whatever fits in that house for that community. Because it could be just a home for families or for children and then for contractors.
Yeah,
It's very
absolutely. 100%.
Yeah. So now that you've been in the property world for a little while,
Yeah.
have you found like there's been in this sector any issues or any challenges that women have faced?
Oh, okay. As a woman specifically, I think being the minority in the the room, that might be a bit, um, maybe daunting for some women. For me personally, I've not seen it as a challenge. Um, More so because I look at people as people. And I think that so far I've been really lucky with the people that I've met that they have been I feel like they've seen me as a person and have been more than willing to share information to help me or even really listen because they think that I've got something to give. So it's been more not so far in my experiences, and I hope it stays like that. But ask me in a couple of months when I've been doing a lot more, and we'll see.
I think for some of us, like we've been in here just a little bit longer, but you can find some rooms that are quite male dominant.
Yeah.
And sometimes they, oh, you're a woman. And it's very like, yes, but you're a man.
Yeah.
How are we different? But they have their strengths, we have ours. Some of the staging that some women do is just phenomenal. Whereas when you leave a guy, they're like, we don't know what type of cushions we should use. Like I do find those, but that's where you work together.
Yeah.
And that's the power of working as a team.
Yeah.
So even like last night, we were in the inner circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, the room was a mix.
Yeah, it was. It was good. It was good. And I think I might be actually having a different experience to you because I feel like as I've joined, I think more women are joining, which is very encouraging. So I've not seen it as in I've been, the only woman in the room, but I can appreciate that maybe some time ago that was the case. But for me, I've seen a good mix,
Yeah.
and it's been a very encouraging environment.
No, definitely. So with your JV, tell me a bit about your JV. So how did you meet this JV, this joint venture that you've gone and found?
Do you know what you say, gone and found? But again, it's really this. I tell people that are new because I'm new. I started and joined the academy in December,
Yeah.
um, and it has just been really just speaking to people, networking. I'm not even that active on social media yet, which is I'm really thank you again for bringing me on, because this has given me the opportunity to kind of put myself out there.
Yeah.
But it is putting yourself out there. I think a few people, Samuel Lees has said this, and a few other successful people have said this, and it's something that has really resonated with me. Is that it's not what you know or who you know, but who knows you.
Yeah.
And I think that is a big thing to consider, especially because I'm a bit, oh, I don't want to, when you asked me, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do the
Yeah.
podcast.
Let me think about it. I was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Give me a couple of days. No worries.
And then I just thought about it, because a lot of this is fear, isn't it? But we have,
It's the whole comfort zone. We
yeah,
stay in this one little zone and we're so comfortable there. We don't think about stepping out.
100%.
And it's coming out of that. I say this quite a lot actually, but it's about stepping out. And sometimes I have to do it as well. It's like I'm nervous. I'm so nervous, but really, it's going to be amazing.
And do you know what it is? And that's what even encouraged me. I'm already out of my comfort zone. Just go a little bit deeper, do this. And obviously I've had time to really get to know you on our journey. Although we've already spoken.
It's only been like in
Yeah.
short time space that we've had, we've met so many times already.
Yeah.
And then you have your one-to-ones as well. And if you come early to the inner circles, you get to meet people more, speak to them more on a one-to-one level. Yeah, it has been really good, hasn't it?
It has been incredible.
And the networking is where you found your JV.
And yeah, so actually sorry, I didn't even answer the question. So I must have been active on the WhatsApp group, and they reached out to me and said they're interested in, they're based in London, they property manage in London, they've got some cash now, but they don't want to deal with the property management side of things, and they would like to invest. And, there we go. We've got something hopefully coming up as a lease option agreement. A few things we need to kind of tie down with the landlord. But yes, we're on our way.
It's amazing. I think with women as well, especially, if you're not able to do a project yourself because you think you can't do it, or it's going to be too costly, or you don't have the money, then work with somebody else that can teach you, or you can teach them skills that you know, whether it's social media or whether it's in marketing or something else, and collaborate together.
Absolutely.
It's amazing to do collaboration.
Yeah, absolutely.
So far, what does success mean to you personally?
I think success means to me personally, for me, it is time, freedom, but on top of that is a newfound belief in myself, a sense of purpose, because I feel that everything that you do, the way I want to, work, is I want to be able to add value, and in any deal that I do with a joint venture or however deal sourcing, we all need to be able to benefit. So it's not a case of I'm out here just to make the money. Obviously we want money, but we are also out here to be able to do something of good, and I genuinely believe that.
I love how you didn't say it's when someone says, oh, you've made it, or you've got that property, or you've made money, or paid back your membership.
Oh,
I like how you said it's all about me.
oh,
It is. It's all about yourself first.
yeah.
You can only get further when you look at yourself deeper and think, I can do this.
100%. And as a woman, I think one thing I've found through my experiences is how can you fill anyone else's cup if your cup is empty?
Absolutely.
Right? It's not, and I see it not as selfishness, but as in taking care of, if we want to be able to take care of those around us and those we love, we have to take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now that you've just stepped into this world, what advice would you give to women starting out in property?
Do it.
Those women that are like maybe on the edge of, I'm not sure, I don't have the money. The mothers who are at home looking after those children. What advice would you suggest to them?
I've literally been in that position. I am that woman. So my advice is do it. Just do it. It is that kind of investing in yourself.
What if you don't have the money?
I didn't have the money.
Yeah.
I didn't have the money. And I think Jonathan Simpson said it yesterday. If you were told that you need to invest £10,000 you know, you need £10,000 to travel to Dubai or wherever, and when you get there, you're going to make £250,000. Are you going to do it?
Yes.
You're going to find a way to do it. You heard me, didn't
Yes.
you? I was immediately like,
100% yes.
100%
How?
yes.
No idea.
We'll,
Where's money coming from? No idea.
we'll figure that as we go along.
Yeah.
And again, it's by sharing your story. Like, I didn't get here by myself.
Mm.
I've had support, but I've also been willing to say that I need help.
Yeah.
So there's
There's
that.
women that don't have the support.
Okay, no, well, I've not had the support in the sense I didn't get the money from anybody.
What if they've got no like mental support either? So they have the money, but they don't have the capacity, brain, like mentally, to want to take that step. They do, but they don't. They do, but don't, like that.
It's a hard one, Rani, because I'm going to be very honest with you. If your mind and your energy and your heart, your focus has to be in this. I would love to tell you it's passive income, but it's not until you reach a point. There's a lot of hard work, so you have to have. If you don't have the money, at least have the belief that you can. That's what I would say. So focus on making sure you within yourself are, you know, well, and have that belief that you can do it. And then the rest will come. For me, and I know it's not something we talk about. For me personally, having faith, having a belief, a higher purpose of mine is God, that gives me that faith, that hope, the joy in the chaos. Do you know what I mean? Because it's hard work. I mean, on the way here, did I not lose an earring? I mean, so many things.
You were in the car and you were like, I've just lost an earring. I've just done this. And I'm like, how are you doing all this in the car? You know what? This didn't take very long. You weren't driving 2.5 hours.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? And then also we were nearly like things are not going to go perfect.
Yeah.
But we have to be, I think the biggest advice is be adaptable.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Acceptance.
Accept when things don't go wrong.
Don't go right. You've got to think, well, that didn't go right, but what else is a lesson from that? So what would you tell your younger self?
My younger self.
About where you are right now, thinking back, what would you tell your younger self?
Do you want the honest answer? Focus on yourself. Because what I did in my younger age is I focused on the idea of getting a husband, a child, and I spent some years really not valuing myself. So the focus was, you know, the family or the idea of what I believe or society, my community thinks I should be. So if I was to go back to my younger self, is focus on yourself. Really.
Do too much of this. What would people say? What would people think? How do I get to where I need to get? Or look at that person, they've got that far.
Yeah.
Or they're the same age and look how they've been successful. And I should be at that stage too. When really, we're all at our own pace.
100%. And what do you really want? Because funny enough now, I'm really wanting to travel. And when I was younger, you know, I did a little bit, but I think, again, focus was, find the right person. And now, you know, I would be like, travel, like, you know, that I think that's what I really, I'm sure if I thought enough, that's probably what I really would have wanted to do. Travel, see the world, you know.
You can still do that now.
And I will, absolutely. It's never too late. So I think another thing is to all women, no matter how old you are, it's really never too late. The only time it's late is when you no longer have breath. And again, we're not guaranteed tomorrow. So this is why I choose to live every day.
Yeah. And enjoy it.
And enjoy it, even when it's chaotic.
And it is chaotic. What does your typical day look like then?
Do you know what?
Because I know you do work as well.
It's been strange. It's been very strange. I've very much cut down. I'm basically full-time in this now. So
It is full-time. I don't know how the full-timers do this.
Yes.
Because they work full-time, they come back home, and if they don't have children, that's great. But if you have children, then it's a whole rat race. Because you've still got to do the after-school activities, the cooking, the cleaning, the laundry. Oh my, the laundry. And then there's the looking online and searching for those properties. And then when you make time or emails to those agents, which emails are slower, but the calls. So if you don't have time during the day to make calls to agents, it's just weekend. It is just weekend.
See, this is the thing, and I'm glad you brought that point up because this is what I faced, how I've reduced my working hours. So when I was doing 9 to 5, it just left, that's when the agents work. And yes, I did have some things, which is also really good and resourceful, Open Rent, Gumtree, and you got to expand outside of the
All
right move.
options.
All options,
Yeah.
yeah, and all strategies.
Yeah.
Don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself. But yeah, it was almost impossible to really get.
Focus and do.
And what changed for me actually, Rani, was when I did the Financial Freedom Challenge in November, and Ashley was my mentor, and she was absolutely incredible. I didn't have the money. I wanted to join, but didn't have the money then. But I knew this is what I want to do. And that week taught me the importance of kind of the your Monday mornings, your Tuesdays, kind of having right, do your calls, try and
Make a plan.
make a plan for the week,
Go
so
to
that.
the agents. I hadn't been to an agent before that.
Oh, right.
And so
When did you do yours?
I did mine in November as well.
Oh,
So
brilliant.
before that, I had gone to do the other courses face to face, but this one was right. You're going to the agents right now, and I was like, what, how, what? And they're like, well, how did you get your rent to rents? On social media. And it was like, well, now you're going to go speak to an agent. I remember standing outside thinking, okay, what do I say? Who do I speak to? I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
It was a lot of like anxious feeling that you didn't know.
It was anxious excitement, right? Because being in the groups, did you not feel kind of motivated by the group that you were in?
Yeah, because everyone's like, we're going now. And I was like, you got your bag ready? Are you ready?
And do you remember you had to
I
take
was in my
photos
PJs.
of.
I was like, they were like, we need evidence as well. I was like, I just get changed. I just get changed. I went to a park. I got fined that day because I parked in the wrong place. But that's not the point. The point is, I got there.
Yeah.
I did speak to them, and they were so nice.
Mm.
And then that was it, the first barrier, that first step.
Yeah.
Taking that first step, and the second one will come automatically. And then going to the second one. And then every agent I went after that got bigger and bigger and larger, and the teams got bigger. And I was like, okay, this is all right, because I've been to the others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's so funny that you say that, because we must have been on the same one.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know Raj, but we bumped into each other. We both had the same house, and that's how we met before he was on the academy. But I'd already before gone to agents, because in my head I watched the Samuel Lee's video, or I watched a video, and they're like, go do it. But the thing is, I was doing it, but not having everything else that you need to have in place. Right. And that's what being in a community brings, that not only are you, able to go and speak to the agents, but if there's a subject that comes up that you're not sure of, one thing that I've been learning is say, do you know what, that's very interesting, and what we'll do is I'll have a think about it and come back to you. Right. You don't need to be in a rush to do anything. But when you see these videos online, or because you don't have the training and the support, you just kind of think it's go there and just
the inspiration. I think you get the inspiration to go.
Yeah.
You haven't got the knowledge of what to say.
Exactly.
So then that's where the script comes from when he teaches you. Okay, now you're going to go say this. I am an investor. I am looking for. I would like. What do you have to offer? And then they invest in you then.
Yeah.
Whereas on the phone, you've got that slight chance of them thinking, well, does your voice sound good? How do you sound? Do you have an accent? Where are you actually from?
Well, I think the phone is also very easy. I think, like you said, all options. But like the one that how I got the meeting with the director, it was going in face to face, and he's seen me a couple times. And
then they invest in you as well.
Yes, and I feel he has, and it's been very helpful. And I'm really excited because I've got 2 off the market viewings that I'm seeing tomorrow, and both have HMO licensing, but haven't been actually utilised to the full potential of the property. So exciting, and hopefully we'll be able to do something with that.
Still really early stages for you.
It is.
That's why it's like, wow, you've done so much in this short space of time. And how do others come onto this journey? And it's just that go for it.
Yeah.
Take that one step, and everything else works out really well.
100%.
100%.
Yeah, like you said, honestly, thank you.
No, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Oh, thank you, Rani.
And I think there'll be part 2.
Oh, definitely.
There'll be a part 2.
Oh, there'll
where
definitely
you
be.
come from and what you're doing next, and how this JV's going.
Yeah.
You just never know, do you?
Yeah, and
JV might go to a number 2. Might buy 2 or 3 properties. Sometimes
God,
you buy one portfolio, and it's like 6 properties in one. You just never know.
You never know. And what I will also be, just because I want this to be very true, is, there's downs as well. Like just last week, remember I told you I was really poorly, and things didn't go well with what was going to be hopefully a rent to service accommodation that would have been straight away, kind of from mid-Feb, be up and running. And that was a learning curve. And what we're told is, for your first deal, find it yourself. So definitely learnt to just really, again, believe in myself, keep consistent, keep learning, and the more you practice, because I struggle sometimes a little bit with the due diligence is the hard part. It's not the
Very
estate
hard.
agents.
That's
It's
why they say do
it's
your DD, because the DD part is
just the
hard,
hard part.
you know?
But the hard part, it needs to get done, and how you get it done is just by doing. And the more you do,
it,
the
easier it
easier.
gets.
And I booked myself a mentor call with Jonathan Simpson because his strategy was fantastic. Opened my eyes, and
Him as a person, though,
mm,
sometimes his viewpoint and mindset is all you need to hear for you to
mm.
carry on and go. So sometimes his just mindset
Well,
talk.
I've never, like I'm so new. I didn't know about him.
Mm.
That was my first time hearing his story,
Yeah.
first time
I've heard it
meeting
like
him.
3, 4 times,
Yeah.
but I never get bored because he's got
Mm.
another story to tell you
Mm.
about something else. And then if he's got the same story, he's always told in different ways.
I'll never forget him now. Jonathan
Yeah.
Simpson from Stoke.
Yeah, from Stoke, the
Yeah.
compassionate one.
Oh, well, I want to add it's Sharon Shiro from Coventry. Do you know what I mean?
Rani from Coventry.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
No, thank you so much for coming on
thank you,
today.
Ron. Thank you so much for having me, and I
Appreciate your
can't
time.
wait for our next
Episode.
episode.
Thank you all. Okay, bye.